Hi, I'm Deke. Welcome to the resurgence of dekePod, my series of once every other weekly videos. This is my chance to tell you what I really think about computer graphics and digital imaging, without anyone micromanaging me, telling me to lose the attitude. Guess what? I'm keeping the attitude. Yes, you're welcome. And now today's episode, 101 Photoshop tips in 5 minutes, in which I will attempt to do something that has never been done in the history of mankind. I will convey 101 bona fide Photoshop tips in 5 minutes. Do the math. That's less than 3 seconds per tip. I have absolutely no margin for error. All you're going to hear is tips, solid tips, nothing else. Why? Why even do this? Because I used to be the best man. #1, top of the heap. And guess what? I still got it. I don't fail. I do not fail. I'm it. When I copy a layer, I say jump it, Control J. You a Mac user? Awesome. When I say Control, press Command, the one with an apple on it. For a new layer, press Control Shift N, Command Shift N on the Mac. To delete a layer, get the Move tool and press Delete or Control Delete. Every letter selects a tool, except F for full screen, Q for quick mask, and D and X for default and switch colors. Who knew X stood for switch? Press a number to change the opacity, or 2 numbers for better control. Press Shift plus to advance the blend mode, Shift minus to back up. Press Shift and Alt with a letter for a specific mode. Mac folks, Alt means option. Control plus zooms in, Control minus zooms out. Spacebar gets a hand so you can drag the image around. There's also Control spacebar in and Alt spacebar out. Control spacebar drag to zoom way the hell in. Control Z undoes, Control Alt Z backsteps, Control Shift Z steps forward. Control Shift F fades and edit, F12 reverts itself an undoable operation. You hear that? You can undo a revert. That's a hell of a tip. All that pasteboard stuff works too. Control X cuts, Control C copies, Control V pastes. Dan Cookin of DOS for Dummies fame joked that the V stood for vomit, as in vomiting up the clipboard. His publisher refused to print that. They actually refused to print that. On the bleeding edge, I'm Photoshop, while the others they allege I get all the props. I'm king of the hill. I'm your 12-hour pill. You'll learn from me in time. Your attention is mine. Photoshop's most essential command, image size, Control-Alt-I. Its partner, canvas size, Control-Alt-C. Control-F repeats the last filter, Control-Alt-F for different settings. Using a selection tool, drag to start a new selection or move a selection outline. Shift adds to the selection, Alt deletes, Shift and Alt finds the intersection. Press the spacebar to move the selection on the fly. Control-A selects everything, Control-D selects nothing. Control-Shift-I selects what's not selected and deselects everything else. Control-Alt-R brings up refine edge. Alt-click with the lasso tool to draw straight-sided selections. Shift-click with the brush to paint straight lines. Press Alt with the brush to get the color-lifting eyedropper. Press Control to get the Move tool. Control-H hides selections and other extras. What's an extra? Press Control-H and find out. I gotta quicken the pace. Shit. Control-1, 2, 3 to switch channels. Hell yeah, I'm counting those as 3. Here's another one. Control-tilde for full color composite. Control-L for levels. Control-M for curves. Control-B for color balance. Control-U for hue saturation. Add Alt to bring up the last settings. Mash your fist on Control-Shift and Alt and press B for black and white. In levels and curves, Alt drag that white slider triangle to preview clip highlights, or that black one for clip shadows. Want to duplicate an image? Don't choose this, just click here. Press Control-W to close an image, Y to save changes, N to abandon them. On the Mac, that's S and D. Either way, it's S for cancel. You know, S. S. Come on, S. I'm a know-it-all. I'm Photoshop. I inspire your recall with my writing crop. I convey to you the facts. The crap, it gets the axe. Each and everything I know, if apropos, I do bestow. Control-Shift, Control-Shift, Control-Shift. Click here, click here, click here, click here, click here. Press Control-T to invoke pre-transform. Press Enter to apply or S to skip it. Control-Alt-T transforms the copy. Control-Shift-T repeats the last transformation. Control-Shift-Alt-T plays a transformation sequence. Press the bracket key to change the size of a brush. Press Shift bracket to change its hardness. Caps Lock for precise cursors. Alt switches dodge to burn and burn to dodge. The common period keys cycle through gradients. See this tool? Worthless. Look at this. You want this? Worthless. Yes, that's a tip. Don't use the tool. Bang! There's another one. Control-click a thumbnail in the layers, channels, or path palette to load a selection. Press slash to lock a layer's transparency. Press tilde to hide the image while viewing a mask. Press backslash to view the layer mask. Press this... Control backspace fills the background color. Alt backspace, foreground color. Add shift to fill just the opaque pixels. Press shift backspace to get the fill dialog box. Hey, look at that. That's translock's opposite. It locks opacity. What the hell is it doing here? Control bracket moves layers forward and back. Add shift to go all the way. Alt bracket selects layers. Press shift to select multiple layers. Press control shift A to select all layers. That's wrong. It's Control-Alt-A. I don't even know what Control-Shift-A does. It doesn't, Adobe. It doesn't do anything. I don't think it does anything. But Control-G, that groups layers in a folder. Control-E merges selected layers. Control-Shift-E merges visible layers. Control-Alt-E stamps a layer onto the one below. Control-Shift-Alt-E merges everything on a new layer. Control-Shift-C copies a merged version of the layers. Control-Shift-V pastes an image into a selection. Hold click here, or here, or here, or here, or here, yeah, or here, or here. Holy crap, I just went over 106 tips. No. You should have stopped me. You should have let me know. That's your fault. That's his fault. I do not fail. Remember, I do not fail. All clicks out. I want them all out. Give me that time back. Okay. Nicely done, me. For those wondering why I left out your favorite tips, like tab to hide all palettes or shift tab to hide just the right side palettes, I didn't. Haha, I just mentioned them. Works for me. Now you've heard the good word. You're Photoshop. You're a high-flying nerd, and you'll never drop. You're the scarecrow with the brain. You got game and crany aim. You're a sick hockey puck. You're a sharp-minded fuck person. It's been Deke's super fast guide to Photoshop. Even mad tracks like this gotta come to a stop. I hope you liked what you saw and you learned a lot. 'Cause all of that crap I already forgot.
Books, videos, deke.com every 2 weeks. I'm #1, king of the hill, top of the heap.